Hello and welcome back to Seahawk Central. I'm Stephanie Rodriguez.
And I'm Dylan Thompson.
This week we have January updates from UNCW students in the MLK parade to homecoming events and what you can expect.
And I will be providing the latest on UNCW athletics such as men and women's basketball and the latest on spring sports coming soon.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day holds a deep significance for many Americans, but for the brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, that connection runs even deeper. Dr. King was scheduled to speak in Wilmington on the day of his assassination, and he is also a fellow brother of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. The Omicron Theta chapter here at UNCW was seen marching through downtown Wilmington, honoring Dr. King's life, legacy, and lasting impact. The march also featured their crowned Miss Black and Old Gold, Anaya Harvey. Omicron Theta chapter was also joined by students from the Upperman Center, all coming together to celebrate a legacy rooted in peace, justice, and unity. With homecoming right around the corner, UNCW will be hosting multiple events across campus, from the NC Azalea Festival Seahawk Sun Run on February 14th to our homecoming tailgate, and multiple alumni events, including our homecoming kickoff at Ponysaurus Brewing Company on February 13th. For details on these events and more, be sure to check out the webpage at alumni.uncw.edu. We also have the 2026 National Pan-Atlantic Step Show in Keenan Auditorium on February 14th. Tickets are available via the UNCW Keenan Auditorium box office. With that, the 2026 Royal Homecoming Court has been announced. Congratulations to all the nominees and good luck. We can look forward to the homecoming basketball game on Saturday, February 14th at 4 p.m. On the topic of sports, what did we miss over break, Dylan?
Well, Stephanie, it has been a series of events for our UNCW athletics, but we must first understand their accomplishments away from the scoreboard. With a numerous renown of student athletes, over 50 students earned 4.0 GPAs as they helped represent UNCW with an outstanding 3.57 GPA average for our Hawks in the fall semester. Way to go, Seahawks. Back on the court, the men's basketball season is rolling high into the new year. Since the winter break, the men have been on a tear, winning 9 of their last 11 games. Of these 11 games, the Seahawks sit first in their CAA conference with a 7-1 record thanks to some recent key wins over Hampton, Campbell, and road wins against Northeastern and Stony Brook. The men's team, who are averaging nearly 75 points per game, look to continue this success in conference play with a heavy matchup against Townsend, followed by a rematch against William & Mary at home soon. Over on the women's side, the women wrapped up their non-conference schedule with a win against Columbia International, which helped set up a strong CAA conference win against Northeastern with a 69-67 final. As the games piled up, the points did the same for senior Rory Cox as she was able to surpass 1,000 career points midway through the season. Congrats to Rory. With the conference opponents continuing to line up for the women, the Hawks seek to push through the competition to find yet another win in the CAA. On the other court, we introduced the defending CAA champions, the UNCW men's tennis team. To begin the season, the men took on number 4 ranked Texas, followed by a matchup against Washington. In a 4-0 loss, Lucas Steffen and William Dean earned a victory for the second position. In their second matchup against the Washington Huskies, the Seahawks dipped to an 0-2 start despite single wins from Bumgartner and Brady Hussey. Before we wrap it up on Seahawks sports, be sure to stay tuned in for the upcoming baseball season back at Brooks Field. That's right. On January 24th, the first pitch banquet introduced the 2026 Diamond Hawks, along with 2025 team awards and Seahawk greats who shared their stories about being part of the baseball program. Be sure to check out the baseball team this year at Brooks Field, along with some new renovations made in the nest. The Hawks open up their season with a series matchup against Maryland at Brooks Field beginning February 13th. Well, that's all for this week's episode of Seahawk Central.
If you have any newsworthy stories, email us at seahawkcentralnews@gmail.com.
And make sure to stay up to date with all UNCW sports by following at Seahawk Central Sports _UNCW for updates and future exclusive content for the 2026 year. I'm Dylan Thompson with sports.
And I'm Stephanie Rodriguez with your news. We'll see you next week.